Do you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that it is kind of abnormal for guys to be single. And I don't mean it in the sense that there aren't any guys out there who isn't single. I mean, people tend to think that there is something wrong with you if you're single as a guy. There's nothing wrong with you if you are single as a woman. Well, based on my experience anyways, I've noticed that people seem to think of you differently if you're a guy and you're single versus if you're a woman and you're single. For the woman, it's about finding the right one. It's about saving yourself to not be in the wrong relationship, you know. It's a virtuous thing. It's a good thing if a girl is to be single. But when it comes to a guy, boy, you better change that quickly. You know, like you better not be single anymore. You better get with someone. That's the vibe I seem to get from people around me anyways. So, as you know, most guys nowadays are single. Young guys below 30s. Most guys are single. Let's be honest here. You go on dating apps. I'm just using dating app as an example because it's part of our modern life. A lot of people are finding their partners online nowadays. So keep that in mind. You go on dating apps. Most guys don't get any matches, myself included. I've talked to my friends. Most of them say dating apps don't work. I agree. Dating apps don't work for the majority of men. That's a fact. I've seen enough videos online to know that women tend to do a lot better than men on dating apps. And I hate to use this term, but you know, an average woman can get anywhere between 50 to 100 matches per day, and that's normal. It's normal. Like I'm not complaining about that. I'm just stating a fact here. What do I mean by average? I mean, like, you know, like me and you, average people, not supermodels or anything. They can get 50 to 100 matches per day. Why am I yapping on about this? I'm yapping on about this because based on my life experience, and I've run into enough situations and there are enough evidence for me to form my opinion. So as you guys know, I work in a female-dominated profession, and I'm sort of embarrassed to say this, but I think my coworkers, some of them, the people that are actually not that close to me, they're actually watching my videos now, and I'm sort of embarrassed to say this, but I think people sort of know why I'm single. People sort of know my relationship status. Maybe I'm being too paranoid here, but it's a price that you have to pay when you choose to be publicly open about your thoughts. I think it's for the greater good. I think it will benefit someone by me opening up. It's not like I'm forcing this on you. I'm forcing my opinion on you, and I'm being, I don't know how you call it. I'm being too vulnerable. I'm being too open, and there's no privacy anymore. It's not like that. I truly think it takes me opening up to help someone out there know that they're not alone, and that's why I choose to do this. It's not like I'm gaining anything. I'm not gaining anything from these videos, but I'm starting to think that more people are watching my videos, people who don't actually know me that well. So yeah, at work, this is the typical conversation I have, you know, like with a coworker. So at break time, they would, sit around an area, and I would be the only guy there having lunch or having dinner with them. And they'll be like, "So Bob, are you still single?" You see, this is the question that people can ask you, and there'll be nothing wrong with that because I'm a guy. Imagine if the conversation was flipped, and it was me, and a bunch of guys asking a girl a question. "Hey, are you single?" I'm going to use the name Stacy because that's the only name that I can think of right now. "Stacy, are you still single?" You see how weird that is? You see how freaking weird that is? But since I'm a guy, that's fine, like my coworkers can just ask me that question, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm just stating an observation, and I think that's meant to be, that's how society is meant to be. Like it's okay to ask guys about their marital status, their relationship status, but it's kind of weird, it's kind of icky if you ask a woman, "Hey, are you single?" So anyways, a typical conversation would go like this: "Hey Bob, are you still single?" "Yes, I am. Why do you ask?" And they would laugh. They would laugh in my face. I'm joking. They're not laughing in my face. They would laugh because it's sort of like workplace banter, like people just joking around. They know I'm single. I don't know how they know I'm single. Maybe it's the vibe that I give off. Maybe it's the fact that I'm not talking about my partner, what my partner does for a living, what is happening at home. Girl talk. "Oh my gosh, my partner, he's such a dumb, he's such a dumbass." Girl talk in the break room. "Oh my gosh, my partner, he's such a dumbass. He did this, he did that." And yeah, a typical conversation with my coworker would be like that. They would share something about their partner. I hate my partner when he does this. Why are guys so gross? Why do you guys do this? A bunch of women surrounding me, talking about guy problem. Me being the single guy there, sitting there just copying all of that shit. I hate when guys do this. Guys are so gross. No offense, Bob. By the way, no offense, Bob. And then they started talking about women stuff, periods, the gender pay gap. Nah, I'm joking. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm joking, okay? Nothing against women, nothing against men. But yeah, it's normal for women to do that. They just ask me, "Hey Bob, are you single?" And I would say, "No, why do you ask?" And then they would joke. They would say, "Oh, my partner is this. I hate my partner when he does this." All of these women on the units, they're always complaining about their partner. By the way, this is an actual conversation I had with my coworker yesterday. She told me, "There's so many good girls on this unit. I'm surprised you haven't found anyone. All of these girls, all of these single girls on the unit, they're always talking about their partner. They're complaining. I hope you find someone someday, Bob. There's all of these women out there." And I told my coworker, "Put in a good word for me, will ya?" And I asked her, "Do you know anyone?" She's Filipina, by the way. And you know how Filipina women are. I think at this point I might need a wing woman to find me a girlfriend. You know how Filipinos and Filipinos are. It's weird if they see you without a partner. Like there's something mentally, physically wrong with you. Like I have to be married in these people's eyes, which I don't mind, which might benefit me actually if they find me a girlfriend. I doubt they will, but apparently people see me as being a good guy, and that's why they are looking out for me, and that's why they think I should be in a relationship. I'm just considering all of these perspectives out there. I'm sure it's not all bad. Like I'm sure people don't think there's there's any salient features of mine that is horribly wrong. I don't think there's any salient features that suggest that I am physically deformed or I am mentally handicapped in some way, and that's why people are asking me, why are you still single, Bob? I think there's also a possibility that they think, hey Bob, he's a good guy, why isn't he having a girlfriend? Maybe I can introduce my girlfriends to him. Maybe I could set them up on a date or whatever. Maybe that's another perspective. Maybe it's not all doom and gloom. Maybe people don't think there's any defect within me. I don't know, man. I don't know, but apparently it's not abnormal for guys to be single. They are seen as somehow being lesser beings. There's something wrong with them, and it's okay to probe a guy and ask him personal questions, but it's not okay to ask a woman these sorts of questions. Maybe I just have good relationship with everyone in the unit, and that's why they like to joke with me. I don't know. You tell me what's wrong with me. Anyways, I'm gonna go home now, have some lunch. I just finished the gym. I'm gonna go to work this afternoon again. Hopefully they won't ask me, do you have a girlfriend yet? I hope. Anyways, love you all. Stay strong. God bless. And I'll speak to you soon.